What's going on, you guys? Salute to everybody in the better man. We got some stuff to talk about. We got some stuff to talk about today. Hit that like button as you come on in. Terence Bud Crawford got stripped of his IBF world title. Excuse me. Sorry for the delay. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Hit that like button for your boy. They stripped Terence Bud Crawford. Jaron Ennis has now been elevated to IBF welterweight champion. We go talk about it. We go talk about it. Ooh, excuse me. I kind of woke up, so I'm still kind of trying to, you know. He said, Bozy said he knew. Yeah, what's up, Bug? Go stop Canelo. What's up, man? I see you in the building, man. These dudes out here, man. You know, I see some people celebrating this, celebrating Crawford getting stripped. You know, some dudes out here celebrating, low key hating. You know what I'm saying? But let's get started, right? Let's just get started because I got an appointment to go to. I gotta get a haircut. But Terrence got stripped, man. As of right now, let me see if he react to it. I'll probably open up the panel too. But send me people we get in here. Let me see if Bud react to this yet. This news, right? Nah. His last post, ironically, was about having 4 belts. You know what I'm saying? And IBF saw that and they decided to take it away. Yeah, Showbiz looked happy. Yeah, Showbiz was happy, man. I'm telling you, a lot of people was happy that Terence Crawford that this happened to Bud. You know what I'm saying? They happy. Oh well, he ain't undisputed no more. Undisputed no more. Yeah, he ain't got all the belts no more. You know. Excuse me. Yeah, they happy. Yeah, he didn't even have his belts. Yeah, hit that like button for your boy. Bud didn't even have his belts for 3 months, bro. He had it what, like 3.5 months? They took his belt already due to a contract obligation with Spence, right? Hold up, real quick. All right, I'm back, you guys. Shit. Yeah, so we see how they do Bud Crawford, man. IBF seem to have do Crawford. They don't do him no favors. Last time he won that belt from the Indago and disputed fight, they for trying to force him to face Sergey Lipinets. I believe it was like 11 days after that fight or something like that. And Bud said, "Forget it, I'm leaving, going up to 147 anyway." He dropped the belt, right? So IBF doing it again, and everybody knows the situation, right? He had to deal with Errol Spence Jr. We don't know if he was going to come back down to 147 or not. They decided to just strip his belt. Just because he's fighting Errol Spence at 154 pounds, right? But they seem to let whoever they guys do what they want to do around here in boxing, right? You said Bud did not want to fight Boots. Okay, but why they elevated Boots? Why they stripped Terence Crawford after just winning the belt after 3 months? Not even for 3 months, bro. But it is what it is. They stripped Bud of the belt. John Ennis is now the IBF champion, right? A lot of people gonna be calling him a paper champion, email champion, whatever the case may be, right? Um, Crawford didn't officially vacate the belt or anything like that. It wasn't a situation to where Bud was like, "Oh man, no, I'm not gonna fight him." No, he got to deal with fucking Errol Spence, but they just stripped him anyway, right? They just stripped him. They let Errol Spence run around with the fucking IBF belt for about a good 5 years before he even got in the ring with Terence Crawford. He said, read the IBF rules. It explains why Bud got stripped. I mean, they don't be stripping everybody, bro. They don't be stripping Canelo and shit, bro. So I don't really give a fuck about their goddamn rules, bro. To be honest with you. Because they make up that shit as they go. It depends on the fighter per fighter. But Bud really don't need no belts anyway at this point, honestly, you guys. At this point, he just looks good. You know what I'm saying? He's bigger than those fucking belts. He's bigger than those fucking belts. I mean, it really don't even make sense. A lot of people don't think it's right though. That's the thing, right? It says what Mike Capper says. Terence Crawford was stripped of his IBF title with Jaron and is elevated interim champ. Crawford owes Spence a rematch and can fulfill mandatory. However, Spence got away with only one IBF mandatory defense in 5.5 years. Yeah, see, even Mike Capper talking shit. Stephen Kim says, once a boxer like Terence Crawford captures all 4 belts, I don't care if they strip every belt till they get beat inside the ring at that weight class. To me, they're still very much undisputed. So people ain't gonna be looking at Jaron Boots Ennis like he's a fucking paper championship, bro. They ain't gonna look at him as the real champion. This didn't really do Boots no favors. Why these haters happy? This didn't do Boots no fucking favors, bro. They're not gonna look at him as a real champ. They're not gonna look at him as a real champion. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, well, he got to do a technicality. Oh, he got to do it via email. It says Terence Crawford is no longer undisputed welterweight champion after he was stripped of the IBF title per organization's updated rankings at 147 pounds. Yep, Jaron Boots Ennis has been elevated. This is what they wanted anyway, bro. I told you guys this is a possibility that they was chilling. They wasn't pressing on Bud like that. You know what I'm saying? We already knew. You know, they knew this was going to happen. That's why they wasn't, you know, whether we fight Crawford or not, it's okay. You know, and this is what happened. You know what I'm saying? They knew they will get the belt. You know, IBF probably told them this a while ago. They don't like Bud any fucking way, so it was easy for them to do it. And, you know, they did it. Bud didn't react to this shit yet. I don't think Bud said anything. He probably don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? He probably don't really give a shit because IBF did some shit like this before. Strange enough, it's the black sanction bite that's doing the brother wrong. But hey, they ain't gonna talk about that part. Right? Yeah, right. IBF is the black sanction body, right? Yeah, they doing the brother wrong. Yeah. But it is cool. They gave it to another brother, Jaron Boots Ennis. Unfortunately, it's not gonna do Boots Ennis no fucking favors. It's not gonna do him no favors. Nobody gonna really want to still get in the ring with him because people don't really go see him as a real champion. Crawford's gonna still be looked at as a champion at that weight class until Crawford officially moves on. You know what I'm saying? Because this Spence thing is just this Spence thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just this Spence thing. He ain't even officially moved on yet. Mike Benson says the IBF officially confirmed that they have stripped Crawford of his IBF title because they ordered him to defend versus Boots next, but he could not fight the mandatory due to Spence rematch clause. As a result, Ennis has been upgraded to enter the full champ. A lot of people don't really like this shit, man. IBF is too much, man. It says he has a lot to fulfill his contract application, rematch clause, stripping him to deserve undisputed champion of the belt. When he hasn't refused to fight, yeah, man, he even refused no fight or nothing. That shit's crazy, though. They just jumped the gun and shit. And you got a lot of bozos out here excited. A lot of the guys who got routed from the Spence fight, former Spence fans looking for a new bandwagon to hop on. This is a good victory for them to see Bud lose in some kind of way. You know, the politics could beat Bud. You know what I'm saying? Politics, you know, is kicking in and shit. This is what they like. They like for the politics to kick in because Bud can't beat the politics like that. It's kind of hard for Bud to beat the politics like that. He could be any of these fucking fighters and shit. You know what I'm saying? But the politics is a little bit different. It's a moral victory for those guys today. He said Barrio versus Boots. Barrio's probably about the only guy that'll get in there with Boots right now. But I mean, Boots, this shit didn't really do him no favors, but you know, it is what it is. It didn't do him no favors, bro. Trust me, it did not do him no favors. Because what's gonna change? Now, if he had got a fight with Crawford, got a big fight with Bud, then you know, now he just a dude with a belt. Like he just got a belt now, but he didn't. He got it via email. He got it via email. It's gonna be the same thing still. You said Bud gonna stop Canelo. That's who he gonna fight. Bud probably gonna go for Canelo. You said Bud said himself he doesn't want to fight Boots. Hold up, man. Yeah, so strip him of the title instead of letting him officially vacate the weight class. They just take the belt from him before he even officially leaves the weight class. He didn't even get finished with the Spence saga before they said, you know what, let me just take his belt away. Now the guys who don't like Crawford, now the guys that's pro Boots, it's like, well, they took the belt. I mean, look, man, Boots gonna be looked at as a fucking email champion, bro. It's not what I'm saying. This is what everybody's gonna say. He's gonna be looking at it as a paper champion, and the guy that ain't fought no fucking body. This is what they gonna be saying. So yeah, he had an IBF belt. He's not gonna be recognized as the true champion. That's just what it is. He had the belt all he wanted to. Still not gonna be looked at as a champion. Still probably gonna be the same fucking story. They're gonna be too fucking quiet to do anything to make any other big fights happen. Guys go act like these motherfuckers don't exist. Now you just a quiet champion with a fucking belt that's damn near too good for his own good. That's what's about to happen. He's gonna be looked at as a fucking email champion, paper champion. Yep, this didn't do Boots no favor. It just gave some shit people. It just gave everybody something to talk about. But it didn't really do Boots no real favors. He gonna have to go out there and still prove that he's a champion, especially in a highly competitive welterweight division, right? Bud got to try to go for Canelo. I think Bud's probably gonna try to go for Canelo. I don't think he really even. He may even say forget this whole belt shit now after that shit, because shit like this could happen. He can even be champion for a whole year. He can even hold the belts for like 6 months before motherfucker stripped him, bro. Come on, man, that don't even sound right. He didn't even had a belt for 6 months before they stripped him, bro. Get out of here. The dude's trying to justify this whack ass shit. I swear that shit's whack, bro. Let that man ride as champion for at least fucking 6 months, you busters. IBF lame as hell, bro. Let the champ ride it out for 6 months at least. They didn't even give him 6 months. They gave him 3. They don't even know what we don't even know what's really going on. We don't even know if the fight is even truly at 54 or nothing. Right? We don't know nothing. All we know is that it's supposed to be happening again. We hear it is at 54, but we don't know for sure. They still strip him. So what if it's at 147? Y'all just took his belt any fucking way. You know what I'm saying? Politics, bro. Hold up. Yeah, I see guys still talking about that boot stuff. I had a video I wanted to pull up and shit too. Hold up. I don't know, man. This didn't do Boots no favor. I ain't mad at Boots. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think it did him any favors. And I see a lot of people celebrating it. Slick Rick says, anyone that doesn't think Terence Crawford is undisputed world champion, you must know Boots Ennis on the first name basis. Excuse me. And I have no comment. That's right. Newly crowned champion. Look at my Coach Malachi. Salute Coach Malachi. Newly crowned email champion. You know what I'm saying? This is what everybody gonna be talking about, man. It doesn't matter how many belts get taken away from Terence Crawford. He's 120 pound 7 king until somebody beats him in the ring. That's fucking right, bro. That's what random people are saying and shit. Hold up. What was I about to do? And Boots and them didn't really care to fight Bud like that any fucking way. They could say Crawford didn't want to fight Boots. Boots didn't even want to fight Bud, bro. Boy, what the fuck Bud got to look down and fight Boots for? Let's be real. When he's going after guys like Canelo and shit. What the fuck I'm going to look down? Boots better show he really wants this fight. Other than that, I'm looking up and I'm about to be up out of here. Doing the shift south, 7 years old. Fuck y'all. I'm going to try to get this Canelo payday, go beat up on a fucking Charlo, and get my ass up out of here. If Boots really wanted to smoke, he knew what to do. If not, then it is what it is. What the fuck?
Yeah, we asked for that fight.
Go to sleep.
Go ahead.
You dreaming, man. You talking in your dreams,
don't
man.
Want to fight. Yeah, we asked for that fight plenty of times, yo. Plenty of times.
When?
Plenty of times.
What's plenty? When?
Man,
you fronting. You fronting now. Don't front for Gilly now.
No fronting. No front. Keep it a being though. We we asked for that fight plenty of times.
When? That's what I'm saying. When? You keep saying keep it a buck. I'm saying when.
Plenty of
now you saying one thing and your dad saying another. So when?
What you mean?
You saying one thing and your dad saying another thing. So what is what?
We asked for that fight. I've been asking for that fight since 2018. What are you talking about? Since I was a baby.
You been asking to fight me since 2018.
All the top guys.
Man. Cut it. You believe that? You a fool. You believe that? You a fool. He's drunk. He's sleepy.
I mean, come on, man. Canelo don't never get stripped, bro. Everybody's not gonna get stripped now. You know that's not how boxing works. Only certain guys get stripped. Only certain guys get stripped, and we can't even say it's the Latinos trying to do it. No, it's the brothers doing the brother wrong. And nobody gonna talk about that one. Yeah, IBF, Daryl Peoples or whoever's running it, right? Yeah, whatever their name is. They're not Latinos like all the other sanctioned bodies. They didn't let the brother keep the belt for 6 months, man. He couldn't even walk around with all the belts. I mean, he gonna still have the belt anyway, right? But he couldn't even truly walk around with all the belts as the undisputed champion. They say, nah, man, we go take that belt away, man. We'll go get his boots. Salute to D Lucky for the super chat. He says Bozy sounded relieved after they stripped Crawford. That's what he said. If you wait on you can tell Bozy why Sim got the interview. Matter of fact, I need to go check that interview out. Bozy reacts to it or something like that. I didn't get to see that yet. I need to see Bozy's energy. Hold up, man. Let me try to find it. Man, because why Sim knows I'm about to cook on this. Why Sim already know it. He already know. Y'all hit that like button for your boy, man. Terence Crawford got stripped. Let me see what YSM because he had a video with oh boy reacting to it, his dad. Let's see. Where is it at? Bozy Ennis reacts to IBF stripping. Uh-oh. Let's see what we got these ads. Hold up. Hold up, man. Go hit my boy. Hit the like. Even though I don't like what Bozy about to say, I like my homeboy's video though. See, I'm not no hater though. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't like something that made the title or whatever, that's still my boy. Why I'm gonna go like the video any fucking way, right? Hold up, man. Let's see, man. Why let this boy use this real quick. Let's see what Bozy had to say. You know what I'm saying? Now, Bozy probably really happy, the old man, right? Hold up. Yeah, let's see, man, because it's YSM. Hold up. I'm not used to doing YouTube on what the fuck? I don't even know if y'all can see that or not. Let's see. Hold up. All right, now I should be able to see it too. All right, let's see what Bozy reaction to this, right? This is Bozy and his reaction. This is my boy YSM Sports Media. Let's see what Bozy had to say, man. Y'all go subscribe to my boy YSM. Let's see what Bozy had to say, man.
Travel Chief, Mr. Bozy Ennis. How's it going, Mr. Bozy?
Everything's good, man. Everything's good.
Obviously, everything's real good. You know, news broke today.
Nah. See, I already hit a smile in his voice. I already hear the smile in YSM's voice. He is so excited himself. All right.
Your son is officially the IBF world champion.
Yes, sir.
How you feeling about that?
I'm feeling good, but I already knew about that from the get-go. But I was waiting for them to put it out so they can know for sure that that is sure enough.
Now,
Man, so he knew. They already knew, bro. They wasn't trying to press the fight Bud like that. They knew they didn't. Man, where's my... All right, I'm going to work on my soundboard this weekend. Probably get a whole new setup and everything. Because this is some bullshit.
you've been having trouble getting fights,
Right.
historically, for like the last 2 to 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think now that you are world champion and that it will be unification bouts with the other champions that you'll be able to get them in the ring?
Oh yeah, now if they want to fight for the title, they got to get in the ring now. You know what I mean? Or they're gonna move up. I don't know what they're gonna do. You know what I mean? But if everybody told me they want to fight for a title now, it's the time to fight for the title. We got the title now, so you got to fight us now.
Oh, man. Y'all salute to YSM, man. Oh, man. Bro, Bozy, come on, man. Y'all didn't even want to fight Bud for real, bro. That was the great clout chase, man. That was a great clout chase of 2023, bro. They didn't really want to fight Bud for real. They knew this was going to happen, man. Like, they knew the whole contract thing and situation was going to be a little way for them to just go ahead and get that belt up off Bud. You know what I'm saying? Not even have to deal with him at all. And then this can just go scot-free. Because let's be honest, while Ennis is super talented and good, there's not a guarantee that he's going to go up in there and beat a killer like Crawford. It's not. And Bozy knew this shit. He knows this shit. He ain't stupid. He ain't stupid. So this is a very good alternate route for them. Now we ain't got to deal with Crawford at all. Right? Now we ain't got to deal with him at all. He go up at 154, do we got to do it. Now it's our time to shine.
Now, as far as Jaron goes, like,
that would be the best option for a father looking at for his son, honestly. So Bozy, as a dad, like, shit, we ain't got to fight Crawford. Shit, hell, we ain't go fight Crawford.
what's the logical next step? Now that he's a full world champion.
The logical next step is to defend the title. You know what I mean? And whoever's next in line. You know what I mean? And then once we do what we have to do with that, then we're going to move on down, try to get the WBC, try to get the WBA. We're going to try to move on down and try to clean the division out if we can. You know what I mean?
Now, you've trained a whole bunch of great fighters.
So, salute to my boy YSM, man. All right, go check out the full interview. Bozy Ennis, basically, they knew this was going to happen. This was the play all along, man. This was the play all along. Jaron Boots Ennis is now the IBF welterweight champion of the world, man. I don't know if Boots Ennis, I don't know if that's the way he should have really got the belt, but he said lost respect for the air day. Y'all do not be liking YSM from doing those interviews, man. Oh, man. He said Netflix, Showtime, or Amazon won't pay for Boots fighting nobody. That's why they canceled their next fight. Man. Bro, even Boots, this didn't do him no favors, really, bro. Damn. That's crazy. Yeah, that was my first time seeing that, too. Bozy's reaction. That was my first time seeing it. Yeah, man. You didn't beat the champion, bro. And it wasn't a situation to where you had Crawford cornered. You was pressuring him for a while. He was running from you like Crawford's been chasing all these other fuckers for years. Nah, it wasn't even like that. He got to deal with this Spence saga still. And they said, nah, man, we're going to go ahead and get his shit to Boots. It really is not Boots' fault, honestly. It's not Boots' fault. You know what I'm saying? It's not even really Boots' fault. Boots just, it's not Boots' fault, but it's going to be Boots' fault. He's now going to be considered the email champion of the world, man. Bozy said that guys are going to be more willing to fight. I don't know. Remember, once upon a time, nobody wanted WB no belt. Nobody wanted WB no belt. Let's see, because I saw some stuff where people was really The new IBF champion of the world, Jaron boots Ennis. This is why he vacated. Look at that. Why? Because he's beating fucking Ramon Villa, bro, man. If you get your fucking these idiots in this boxing community, bro. Ramon Villa does not equal Boots beating Crawford, bro. A fucking Maidana, man, are you fucking kidding me, bro? Maidana 2.0 coming forward and shit. Come on, man. These dudes is crazy. These dudes is fucking absolutely insane. Salute to Donnie Pruitt for the super chat. He says, Bud ought to go get on some strong arm shit and straight take his shit back and then toss the belt. Yeah, some people said Bud should go back down and get his belt, but I don't know. Bud probably ain't even really gonna go back down. But they should have let him. They should have let Bud do it the way he wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just stripping him, like it just don't look right to a lot of people. It just don't look right. They should let Bud finish this thing with Spence, and then after that, whatever he decides to do, you know what I'm saying? Then whether he vacates or not, then the belts are scattered like Dragon Balls, and everybody can go collect the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? But nah, they stripped him before he even got the whole thing with Spence again. We don't even know what weight that fight go be at. We don't even know the official weight. You know what I'm saying? Everything's behind the scenes saying this one thing. We've been through this story before when it comes to what we heard behind the scenes. You said everybody knows who the real lineal champ. That's right, Abner. Everybody knows who the real lineal champion is. Crawford's the real lineal champion. He got the lineal title. All Stop says Boots will still have to pay guys to fight him. Yeah, that's right, man. He gonna still have to overpay guys. It's gonna still be the same thing. They let Errol Spence keep that belt for a long time. They let Errol Spence keep that belt for a long time, bro. They let him play around. They let him play around. What's this? Make It Make Sense podcast. I wonder what he got to say. Hold on. Let's see what this guy got to say. Hopefully he ain't got no music in the background. Hold up.
Reported by Michael Benson that Terence Crawford has been stripped of his IBF title, right? The same IBF title that he just won not even 3 to 4 months ago after eviscerating Errol Spence on July the 29th. All right, cool. But my thing is this. We've seen several situations to where the sanctioning bodies are not on the same page, which is why the sport of boxing is all fucked up right now. Because you had a guy in Jamil Charlo who was moving up 2 weight classes to challenge a Canelo for undisputed. All of a sudden, he gets stripped of his WBO title. Make it make sense. Oh, I do you one better. What about Tyson Fury, who just fought an exhibition fight against an MMA fighter, and he currently has the WBC strap? Ducking Alexander Usyk for how many months? He never got stripped, but he gets to keep his belt. Or I do you one better, you thriller. What about Devin Haney, who all of a sudden, you know, he still has the belts at 135, but he's moving up to unify at 140 against Regis Prograis. But guess what? He's able to keep his straps. I'm going to need somebody to make this shit make sense to me. See, this is why boxing is in last place, because everybody ain't consistent all across the board. They like to selective politic and pick and choose depending on the fighter and the situation and things of that nature. So I guess just because maybe I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that Terence Crawford doesn't really have a great relationship with the IBF. Now they said, okay, well, we're going to strip you and give the belt to a Jaron Boots Ennis. So you're basically emailing Jaron Boots Ennis the title, and then you're possibly taking away from a fight that we've all been wanting to see. We want to see Bud face Boots. But now chances are we ain't going to see that shit because guess what? Y'all took the belt from Bud. Fatsy Thriller Big Fat.
Hey, I agree. Hey, I mean, facts, bro. That's what I really couldn't have said it better, man. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't have really said it better. They emailed him the belt. Didn't really do him no justice. They didn't really try to force the issue, right? It's not like IBF sat around, okay, let Crawford do his thing with Spence. We got to wait a little longer. Jaron, you still got time on your side. You're only 26. Wait a little longer. Then after Crawford fights Spence, we go put some pressure on him to make him get in the ring with you with the IBF mandatory. Then if he doesn't do it, then we'll strip him. Then it'll look like he'll be duck you, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. They didn't really do him no favors. They didn't do Jaron Boots Ennis no favors. Bozy Ennis is happy as a father that his son don't really got to deal with a guy like Terence Crawford. Now he don't really got to deal with him. You know what I'm saying? I think they did. They would have. They had to. But I think they also is glad that they didn't have to. Because Crawford still is a fucking menace at 36 years old. He still is a problem. And he still is a grown-ass man fighting a grown-ass man in the sport. You said Stanionis said a few months ago that he'll be willing to fight Ennis after being out so long. Ennis ignored dude, try to fight Crowley, who's not a great boxer. Yeah, I wonder what happened with the Stanionis, because Stanionis is supposed to be fighting Thurman. I wonder why Stanionis and Boots didn't fight. That's a good question, bro. Actually, let me pull up the IBF. IBF rankings is pretty bogus, if you ask me. Hold on, let me pull it up real quick. IBF rankings is really bogus. Where is it at, man? Yeah, the IBF ratings is really bogus. People got memes and a bud with the IBF belt with the logos and shit gone. They clowning the kid, man. Where is it at, bro? Damn, I had the IBF list. I'll have to. Yeah, I ain't got it right now. Shit. But it was bogus as hell, bro. Errol Spence was like number 6. It had no names in it. Like, he ain't gonna be fighting nobody in IBF, bro. Hold on, let me pull that shit up, man. Let me just go ahead and pull it up. Fuck. I'm gonna open up the chat in a little bit. I just wanted to cook for a second. Bud probably not worried about it too much, though. He's out here doing big things, building his mansions. Let's see if Bud reacts to it. Bud's eventually gonna say something about it out soon, but he probably gonna let everybody say what they gotta say first. IBF strip. Salute the good fella, man. Y'all go check out good fella, man. After Cool Boy still drawings. After Terence Crawford says, I don't want to hear no bitch. The man said he don't want to fight Boots. IBF knew this. Who is this?
Fighting Boots will be like, okay, well, you beat Boots. It's not a mega fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's nothing really at stake with fighting Boots. You know, I'm at the tail end of my career, and I'm trying to make things make sense. Not taking any
Facts. That's just the reality of it. Crawford at 36 years old, at the tail end of his career, he's trying to get the big fights that they said he wasn't able to fucking get during his career. You fucking dickheads. And they didn't even let him have this belt for 6 months before they snatched it from him. IBF. Now guys say, oh, well, he didn't want to fight Boots. Now, Boots didn't want to fight him. There was no real pressure applied. They knew this was going to happen. They knew this was in play. IBF probably told them this. Well, if Crawford actually beats Spence, we'll just go ahead and take the belt right from him because we don't have no real relationship with the nigga anyway. So we go ahead and take the belt right from him. Yeah, that's what they did. Wait, you said Jaron Boots and his okay. Michael Benson, this is reacts to IBF World Champion after Terence goes. What's gonna be the excuse now? So this is Boots' reaction. This is Boots' reaction. So this is when Boots officially became the IBF champion, really, you guys. And yeah, according to Michael Benson, who's a very credible source in the boxing community, said this is what Boots' latest reaction to him becoming IBF champ. What's gonna be their excuse now? Hey, you say you lost respect for Bowsy Sonny? He said that's why they switched from WBO to IBF. Yeah, bro, you ain't lying, Sonny. That's why they, bro. Wow. If you, I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist now, right? But we know that the WBO seems to really like Crawford. He's been defending their belts for a long time. IBF, we saw what they did to Bud a while back. And with Bozy and them switching over to the IBF, they probably knew that they knew this was gonna happen, bro. Because if they stayed in WBO, they would have definitely had to have dealt with Terence Crawford. They would have had to dealt with him. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with the WBO. But in the IBF route, they had to take the IBF route. IBF, well, there's a chance we ain't got to deal with him. And Crawford beats Spence, and then he got to go through this rematch. The IBF would just take the belt from him and give it to Jaron and elevate him and email him as the champion. And that's what the fuck happened. But everybody knows that Crawford's the real champion. Everybody knows that, he's the undisputed welterweight champion of the world. Didn't really necessarily do Andron Boots Ennis any favors. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Hit that like button for you, boys. Sorry, I'm a little earlier than I originally planned. I forgot I had an appointment sometime in a couple of hours, an hour or two. Forgot, but yeah, man. If you catch the replay, hit the like button. I'm probably gonna open up the panel in a few minutes. Get some of you guys' thoughts, whoever want to stop in this morning. Give you guys thoughts on this situation, man. I don't think it was necessarily fair, but it is what it is. Boxing ain't fair. Life ain't fair. You know what I'm saying? You at least let the man have the belt for 6 months, though, before you try to do some shady shit like this. It looks shady. It just looks shady when you do it like this. It looks like y'all had this shit planned the whole time. Y'all didn't even give Bud a chance to even get this shit squared away with Spence. We didn't even get a chance to go to the next interview to ask Bud what's next after Spence. None of that shit. Hell, it ain't even been 4 months since the Spence fight happened. Right? It ain't barely been 4 months since the Spence fight happened, bro. You said dude can't fill out that auditorium. Man, it's going to be tough, bro. It's going to be tough for Boots, dog. It's going to be tough for Boots, man. They still got to do more. Still got to do more. See, Bud never got no emailed belt. A lot of dudes getting emailed belts. And see, the thing with Bushido, though, I call everybody email champion. If you got the belt emailed to you, just got the fucking email to you. I could be a fan of you and still say you got that belt emailed to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And Boots got that belt emailed to him. Devin got the email to him. Tim Zoo got his belt emailed to him. There's a few guys that got emailed the championship title, bro. And Boots is one of them. Yeah, 3 months, bro. 3 months. Bud didn't even. It just. He said it don't look shady. It is shady. Yeah, it is, bro. It's shady as fuck, bro. It's shady as hell. They didn't even give Bud a chance to even finish this Spence saga before they decided to go ahead and do what they did with Boots. Hey, you're right, Sonny. That's why I was thinking the same thing, bro. At least Shakur is fighting for his vacant title. Yeah, that's right, man. He's fighting for his vacant title. I can see Boots fought for a vacated title that Crawford decided to vacate. You know what I'm saying? Nope. Email. Yeah, I'm going to drop the link in a second, bud. Go stop Canelo. He said they would wait on the Gmail notification for a while. Man, that's what it looked like, man. Bro, Bozy was happy he was, man. He was happy that Boots. This is a victory, man. It's like they won without fighting, bro. They did some Bruce Lee shit. The art of fighting without fighting. And all this shit, man. The art of fighting without fighting, bro. And this is what happens. They went on that, Bozy went on his Bruce Lee shit and said the art of fighting without fighting. And they got the belt, man. Now they got the belt. Now haters got something to talk about. Right? These guys that's so mad that Crawford beat Spence. Now they can come from the ashes, come from up under the shadows, underground, from under the dark caves. You know what I'm saying? And celebrate that Crawford got the belt taken away. And that he, quote, unquote, dug Boots. Now they got some shit to talk about. Oh, well, he didn't want to fight Boots anyway. And bro, we don't even know what's going on with the Spence thing. The IBF let Spence keep the title for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Before they even made him fight a mandatory. He didn't have to do none of this shit, bro. It just don't look right. Shame on IBF, too. Shame on IBF, too. I already spoke reason why earlier in the stream. But that's just what it. That's how we do. Let the brother keep the belt for at least 6 months, man, before y'all try to make a move. Yeah, Ocampo was Spence only mandatory, and he hasn't fought one since. Last time he hasn't fought one since, bro. Boxing's dirty. Hey, what's up, MD Mills? Yeah, they celebrating heavy. They happy Bud lost that belt. Hey, man, these dudes can't beat Bud in the ring at all. So the politics, they'll take that W. If Bud takes the L in the politics of boxing, they'll take it. Anytime, anything to see him lose in some kind of way, they'll be like, yes, he's not good at everything. Fuck him. Hey, man, he beat up EJ so bad. And it's not EJ's fault he got beat up so bad. I'm glad EJ got beat up though. Not because I like Spence. I'm glad he got beat up because of the haters. Because of the haters. I wasn't tripped though, you guys. You know, it's just something to talk about. We know who the real champion is. We follow boxing for real. We know that you got to beat the champion to really be considered a champion. Crawford never officially was pressured. IBF actually never truly even mandated Crawford to fight Boots. He got 30 days to make it happen. None of that shit. They just decided to go ahead and take the belt from him due to Crawford being stuck in this thing with Spence. And that's really what it is. They never really wanted Crawford to hold the belt any fucking way. Let me put this in the chat. Y'all hit that like button for your boy. Put a link out there, man. They're trying to do Bud dirty out here in these boxing streets, man. There's always the politics. There's always the politics. Hold on, let me see. What's going on, man?
What up, Bushido? Man, bro, a couple things. Like you said, they didn't even mandate the fight. I could see if they know he got to fight Spence, so he obligated to that. So there's no way he could fight anything before that. It ain't like he fought Spence and then didn't fight Boots as the mandatory. They didn't even do none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then Bozy knew, like that video said. That's what I was saying yesterday. I'm all on the comment section. Bozy knew that was gonna happen already, so they was waiting on that. That's why Boots never called Bud out. They was waiting to get elevated. You know what I'm saying? And one more thing I want to clear up about the whole email situation. Like, I never called Devin an email champion, but the difference between Devin and the rest of these dudes, Devin that was some bullshit that said about Devin because Lomachenko gave up the WBC belt and took the franchise belt. So he didn't have a chance to even fight. He wanted to fight him. You know what I'm saying? So He got his belt because Lomachenko gave the belt up. Crawford didn't get a belt up. You know what I'm saying? So he's the only email champion. He not Tim Tszyu, he an email champion. Devin not even an email champion. He wanted to fight Lomachenko. Lomachenko took a franchise. That's how he got elevated. So this whole shit with Boots, that's fake as hell. That was their plan the whole time. And we've been saying he was waiting to get elevated, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with everything you said about the Zoo being the email champ. I mean, that shit was foreseen. Charlo had a certain amount of days to make a situation with him, and he didn't. So I can't call Zoo an email champ. But everything else you said, that shit was spot on. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna just say this though, man. I mean,
you know what? Hold on, you right about that too, bro. Because he didn't have to take that Canelo fight. You right about that.
Nah, yeah, because they gave him 30 days plus the hand injury. You feel me? And they had a fight set up early in the year in January, so he never took that shit. So I can't call Zoo an email champ. But But
Facts.
furthermore, we can get on the Boots situation. I mean, listen, I'm happy that he got him a belt. You know what I mean? But let's just keep this shit on the grand scheme. And it just seemed like the perfect situation because you know what I mean. Spence didn't defend that belt since what 2018 against Ocampo.
Yep.
And it's like I said, it's like I've been saying in the chat, man. When the Ennis camp was saying all the shit about Crawford about he didn't want to fight because he didn't take the fight with Spence early in the year last year in Deuce Deuce, Bozy had came out and said, it don't matter how we get the belt, long as we get it. And he's like
Yeah.
2022 was our year to get it. So whether Spence moved and they knew it all along, whether Spence moved up or whether Spence fought Crawford, they was gonna be the champ regardless. Now Bud had this contract situation with Spence, and he only had the belt 3 months. So you know how was they gonna organize a fight? And furthermore, Boots had a fight on the 25th with Crawley, but Crawley pulled out and he retired. So how the fuck was they gonna fight?
Exactly.
You feel me? And they ain't got no network.
Yep.
Right.
It's
Right.
to be an elimination fight to be put in that mandatory spot, if anything.
And they ain't got you know what I mean? And they ain't got no network. So this
And
this
that's the thing.
this shit.
They don't get no network, bro. And Boots is a Showtime fighter. You definitely got a point.
Yep.
But furthermore, I see all these guys laughing. That's cool, bro. But Boots gonna get done worse than Bud, man. Nobody wants to fight him. I mean, shit, he got 31 fights with no big names, no big wins. Like this shit, this shit gonna
And
be ugly, bro.
nobody really, it ain't nobody left at 147, bro. So
At all.
what big fight can he have? Bud, it's only Bud, really. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody else at 147. Keith Thurman, he already whatever they saying about Keith Thurman. That's that's the best they could get at 147 is Keith Thurman. Ain't nobody else over there, bro.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and shit, he got something that Keith won't. It's supposedly Keith always said he wanted a belt. So shit, you got to fight this young lion, which I always said that's who Boots was gonna match up with anyway. Cause shit, Keith Thurman he got Boots, he got Jaron in his problem. He fell to the bottom of the barrel with all the shit he did back in the day. Didn't want to
Yeah,
fight this guy, didn't want to fight that guy, and saying I'm too big for this and too big for that. Shit,
picking and choosing. Yep.
picking and choosing. So now you got to fight this young lion. And furthermore, I mean, in a sense, as a boxing fan, shit, I hope Crawford just say fuck this rematch with Spence. Either A, fight Simzu, or shit, B, go back down and go get your belt from Boots. I would want to see that shit, bro, at this time because let me tell
Yep.
you, Boots coach is on fucking Instagram was talking real spicy. He said I told y'all dude was soft. You
Who,
feel
Crawford?
me? Yeah.
See, I want if Boots don't get Canelo after Spence, I want him to go fuck Boots up, bro. That's all. That's what I want now. Now I want to see that more than anything else.
I've been told you I wanted to see that fight, but I already know what Bud is on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
If he
definitely
don't,
want that fight Boots.
yeah,
Yeah.
he gonna get smoked too, bro. And Bozy, like the interview the day before the announcement of that, he was already talking about they gonna have to give up the belt. Like he knew this already, bro. That's what all they was waiting on, and that's why I feel like I know they Boots knew what he was supposed to do if he wanted that Crawford fight, but they played the waiting game and waiting for this shit because they knew it. They knew that Spence and Crawford had that contract, so they knew that was gonna interfere with the shit. So they played the politics, bro, and waited till that shit got stripped. They did that shit on purpose, man. That's some coward shit to me.
Yeah. The only logic thing I could come back with too is that shit, Boots was number 2 in that WBO, you know, and regardless of what a lot of people always say he fought Avasnesia and Avocado, man. Even after that fight, bro, like shit, BLK Prime offered Showtime to fight. And what happened with that? So we got to take all that shit into consideration, man. Cause like we know how the WBO is. If you look back in 2021 when Virgil was in position, that De La Hoya and them turned that shit down. And what happened? The next man was up, Porter. You feel me? He
Right.
got that fight. So you know what I'm saying?
The sanctioning bodies, bro. Everybody want to talk about, like, dude, talk about the IBF rules. That shit don't mean nothing. They do what they want to do when they want to do it to who they want to do it for. Period.
Yeah.
Just like Spence got special permission to fight at 154. His belts ain't on. Like, come on now. They just doing whatever they want to do, bro. I don't respect it. These sections
Yeah.
body is full of shit.
Yeah. Then by Bud not having a big backing like a Top Rank or Al Heyman behind him, this shit was easy to do. You know what I'm saying? That's the
Yeah.
whole reason why Spence didn't get stripped, man. He had a powerful being behind him. So you know what I mean? That's just what it is, man. It's the politics of boxing, and the politics once again beats Bud. You feel me?
Yeah,
The politics. Yep, I like that. The politics. Look at that. Boots got Crowley Crawley allegedly retired, right? Is that, yeah, allegedly, right? He retired.
Yeah. Crawley, he's retired.
This dude, man, come on. Jamal James, Chango, he got work to do. Errol Spence knocked down to 6. Jen Psaki, I heard he's pretty good. Giovanni Santana, we just seen him fight. Who he just fight?
Rocha, just beat Rocha.
Yeah. Lex Rocha beat the shit out of Rocha.
He beat the hell out of Rocha.
Karen Kukachan, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else is like beyond top 10. So, I mean,
man,
I don't know.
Shit,
this is the idea.
I can't respect that shit, man. And then they all talking about it's about fucking time. Yeah, he's a world champion now. They talking like he really got in there and boxed somebody. He ain't fight nobody. Fuck is y'all celebrating?
Man, they happy because Bud lost, bro. That's it.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's exactly what it is.
I'm sorry. They're happy that Bud got the belt stripped from him. That's what it is. They just happy he took some type of quote unquote L. They just glad to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yes, sir. They definitely glad about that shit, man. And it's crazy, man. And it is definitely unfair, but I mean that's just why boxing in the state that it's in.
Yeah.
Shit like this, man, because they didn't give the man enough time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can see if Spence never petitioned, then yeah, the pressure would have definitely been on Crawford. Like, hey, what you gonna do? You gonna either drop this belt or you gonna fight the mandatory? And Boots definitely would have been first in line. You know what I mean?
They better hope
he definitely been first in line.
They better hope Bud don't go after Boots, bro. They better hope and pray that shit. He gonna fuck him up for that shit, bro. I'm telling you.
And don't be and look, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised in the upcoming weeks that we hit a WBA strip him too. Because why? Because Stanionis is another one who had so many opportunities, but you know what I mean. So don't be surprised at that. And then Bud did come out and say that IBF still ain't delivering him his belt. So don't be surprised about that as well.
Yeah, he said the WBA didn't deliver his belt yet.
Yeah. So yeah, don't be surprised if that's coming in the upcoming weeks.
He may be stuck with the WBO belt before we know it. Just WBO and WBC.
Yeah.
Politics, man.
Yeah.
Everybody know who the champ is, though, man. They know niggas ain't fucking with Bud, bro. So they got to do little shit like this to try to get moral victories and shit.
What's up, MD Mills? Welcome to the panel, bro.
Hey, what's good with it, Sheeto?
Shit, man.
Bud stops. Spence, what's up with it, bro?
What's up, bro? What up, man?
Yeah, man. You know what? Here's the thing with me, bro. We kind of figured something like this was gonna come, and it's not even really surprising that the IBF was kind of like the first one to jump, because y'all remember they did this to Bud before, in 2017, right after he became undisputed.
Right.
They tried to mandate him to fight Sergey Lipnitz only 3 days, literally like 2 or 3 days after he won. They sent him an order talking about he had to start negotiations with Lipnitz. You know what I'm saying? So they got a kind of like a history of moving real aggressive against certain fighters. Because you also remember they did that shit to Kell Brook. When his mandatory was up, when he was forced to fight Spence, he had just came off that broken eye socket against Triple G. And then they made it to where he had to fight Spence, and he appealed. He was like, look, man, I need a little bit of extra time. And they was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? But with Spence, he had the one in 2018 with Ocampo, and then that's it. He fought Sean Porter the next year. He fought one more fight at Mikey Garcia. He fought Sean Porter, or what? How the order went?
Porter, Dan Garcia.
or Garcia then Porter, because I think he had the accident after the Porter fight. So I think it was Porter. I mean, I think it was Garcia then Porter. Then he had the accident. He was out for a year and some change. Came back in 2020, fought Danny Garcia. Now, from what I understand with the IBF, they give you a year, right? They didn't designate an interim champion, so that didn't start the clock. You see what I'm saying? So he was out for over a year. They never designated an interim champion, never started title eliminators, none of that shit. They just stopped everything when Spence got in that accident, bro. Right? So he was allowed to come back, not have to do a mandatory, was allowed to have a voluntary fight against Danny Garcia. Then after that, he sat out a little bit longer, no mandatory. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to fight Manny Pacquiao in August of 2021 or something like that. He got the eye injury. They still don't designate an interim champion, right? Then he comes back and fights Ugas.
After
Gets
Ugas
in
got elevated.
right. But that was the WBA though. I'm staying on the IBF. I'm just looking at their history of how they let Spence slide like this, right?
Yeah.
Then he gets in another accident in December of 2022. Y'all remember that shit? Because they conveniently stopped talking about that all of a sudden. Remember, he was out. He was not going to be back until, I think he was saying April of 2023 or something like that. Then they finally, after 3 years of this shit, they finally set up title eliminators to designate an interim champion. But it took 3 years for them to do that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? They didn't say nothing to him. They didn't give him no deadlines, nothing. You know what I'm saying? But then,
and none of that time after that was they saying when Boots went specifically to the IBF was nobody talking about he got to fight Boots. It's Boots. He give him his shot. Nobody was saying nothing about Spence versus Boots. Even though Spence talking about going to 160, fighting Canelo, it wasn't none of the shit they saying to Crawford, bro. That shit biased.
yeah, Boots started fighting. Boots started fighting in IBF eliminators in July of 2022, bro. He knew what the path that he was on. You know what I'm saying? Like they know what they doing.
They got a super chat.
Yeah, salute to Slat Tendencies for the super chat. Much love, bro. He said Spence avoided his IBF mandatories for 5 years and no one said zip. Spence fans have no integrity because they're acting like Bud was ducking. Hilarious. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's like the IBF in PBC or Showtime Pocket or something like that. That's how that shit looks to me.
Yeah. But you know what, bro? To keep it 100, all these sanctioning bodies, they have their little favorites. You know what I'm saying? The WBO has a close relationship. It seemed like with Top Rank. They deal with Bud heavy. You know what I'm saying? The WBO, they showed Crawford a lot of love, but he's been a champion for them for over a decade. You know what I'm saying? He's had that WBO strap for a long
that's
time.
why he get the benefits of the doubts with WBO.
All they doing is the WBO be following the rules though. Like he he can fight. He could challenge for that belt when he move up and shit. They're not really doing no outlandish shit like the WBC and Lomachenko, the WBC and
Canelo, bro, the WBC is the most WBC be moving wild, bro. They just do whatever the hell they want to do. And then the WBA is kind of the same way. They kind of, like that shit with Rolly getting knocked out and then moving up to 140 and getting jumping up into a vacant title fight and becoming a champion at 140, bro. It's just like, man, these sanctioning bodies, they just kind of move how they want to move. And so the IBF is supposed to be considered the strict one, bro. But I just gave you examples of how they kind of move funny behind the scenes as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And like, nobody can really, how can you dispute Bozy saying he knew this was going to happen? He literally said, oh, I knew this was going to happen. I just didn't say nothing because I was waiting on them to announce it. So he already knew his play, bro. He just showed their hand. That's what they was waiting on.
Like I said, they've been moving down the IBF route for a while now. And I saw the article on Boxing Scene yesterday where they actually didn't even give Crawford a month. They actually sent him a letter on I think they said it was August 24th. right? So he became undisputed in July 23rd or something like. What was that? July 29th.
29th.
They sent him a letter basically 3 weeks later saying that you got to begin negotiations with Boots Ennis, right? So and then they said Crawford representatives informed them in September that due to contractual obligations with Errol Spence that they weren't going to be able to start negotiating with Jaron Ennis. So and then it went where it went from there. So like I said, man, they didn't even get a bro 3 weeks, man. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even get a motherfucker a full month before they send them papers. So at least I guess it's better than the last time, because the last time they gave him 3 days. You know what I'm saying? But this time they gave him 3 weeks before they tried to force him to fight somebody, knowing that he had the contractual obligation. You know what I'm saying? So Team Crawford was aware that this was coming too.
Yeah, they knew, and I think to be fair to the Ennis camp, they did petition the IBF. I think before Undisputed happened. It could have been in June or
Uh-huh.
sometime in May. Don't quote me on it, but I do remember seeing that. And then out of the ordinary, Undisputed happened,
That's
and but the thing of it is they knew that this shit was gonna come. And like I said, they knew this shit back in 2022, because they knew that they couldn't do nothing until Spencer Crawford fought or Spence gave up their belt, because it was more so on Spence to give up the belt that they was fighting for, because he was sanctioned in the IBF.
yeah.
So
They wanted
yeah,
Spence to win too. They thought he was for the win. They wanted to
yeah,
take
But
the easy route.
for whatever reason, bro, they handle him with kid gloves. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, they seem to be very much in bed with like PBC and Showtime and shit. And then you know how that go. So, but I got to get up out of here and start work, fellas. Man, it was good chopping it up.
For
All right, man.
sure, man. Peace. And
Fellas.
All right.
sure.
hey Bushido, Bernie went live too last night. He was like, fuck it, we throwing the belt in the trash. They doubling down on the Canelo fight. That's what Bernie said.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I figured that's probably was the next move anyway. They could probably really start pressing Canelo and say,
yeah.
"Fuck these belts."
That's what
You
I
know?
want to see. And everybody uh talking about Bud didn't want to fight Boots, and all Boots had to say was what he had to say. He ain't never say one word, man. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't
Yeah,
want
because
that smoke with
they,
Bud.
they knew this was gonna happen, bro. They knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah.
This was
They
they was waiting on.
yeah, we kept saying that too, man. I knew that. We knew that shit. He wanted to get elevated. That's all. He didn't want to fight for it.
Now they ain't got to go up in there and deal with the possibility of Terence Crawford ravaging Errol Spence Jr. in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Now they get to go take the alternate route, the easy route, get the
Mhm.
belt for him, and
No,
now guys got to come to him if they want to be a champion. So I mean, that's just what happened.
yeah, that shit. I ain't even tripping, man. It's really the fans too that's annoying me talking like that. Like he just on top, like he just knocked somebody out for that belt. Like, dude, that nigga just got elevated.
That's nasty work right there. That's nasty work. They throwing a parade in Philly for a participation belt. That's crazy. That that IBF elevation they just did. That's a participation belt, man. That's nasty
Mhm.
work right there.
I
He said
agree.
that participation trophy, man.
Yeah,
Talking about
yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Because I follow Bushido Blade on Facebook, and from last year we've been detailing how Team Ennis been moving around and staying safe and not asking for any dangerous opponents. You feel what I'm saying? Because as soon as Virgil Ortiz petitioned the WBA to fight Stanionis for the regular WBA, that's when Bozy and them, or I don't even want to say them, because the person that they always leave out is Cameron Duncan, which I'm gonna get to in a second.
Mm.
They petitioned the IBF to fight after Virgil Ortiz petitioned the WBA. Now at that time, Virgil was the number one in the WBO, and Jaron Ennis was number two in the WBO. And that's a fact, because when the president of the WBO has spoke on a familiar boxing platform, he said that they called Virgil Ortiz twice to fight Terence Crawford, and he
But
declined both times. So once Virgil petitioned to fight in the WBA, and the fight with him and Stanionis was locked in, that made Jaron Ennis the clear favorite. All he had to do was write an email. Ain't it funny? He got an email belt. All he had to do was email the WBO and say, I want to fight your challenger. I'm number 2 in the division. Yeah, I mean, but they decided to petition the IBF. Now if you go when the Crawford and Spence negotiations was going, and then Crawford came out and said he was fighting David Avenesian on BOK Prime. It's an interview that Cameron Duncan did, and they had Boots lined up to fight for that interim belt, which he fought on the Tank Davis and Hector Luis Garcia undercard. Now Cameron Duncan, you can go look this up on Google. He's saying they expected Spence to move up to 154 pounds because if you remember, that's when they tried to make Spence fight Keith Thurman at 154 pounds. So if he moved up, then he would have relinquished that 147 title, and then they would have elevated Boots. So they whole plan was to get elevated. They never want to fight any of the champions for the belt.
Facts. That's big.
And I'm gonna land my plane right here. That interim belt that they gave Jaron Ennis and the IBF is only given out when the champion is hurt. Errol Spence never filed no paperwork stating that he was hurt. So, like I said, they just gave him that belt and told him to hold tight. When Crawford came knocking at his door early 2023, they didn't answer the doors of the dungeon. Then nobody answered that door. You feel what I'm saying? They sat and they waited around till they got that participation belt.
Yep. Well said, bro. Well said. And salute to Priorities Over Luxury for the super chat. He says, now that Boots is an email champ, I wonder how much of a groupie Wallow will become the next time him and Gilly talk boxing. Man, it's going to be crazy. He'll be walking around with the belt. I mean, he got the belt due to I don't know, man. It's not even a technicality or nothing. It's just due to bad politics. Like,
yeah, but he earned every belt he ever got, man. He ain't never took no bullshit like that, bro.
yeah.
I respect that shit, man.
You see the reaction. Boots says, this is what Boots literally said. What's their excuse now? Like, he shouldn't really be too happy. You know, it's not like he was pressing Bud and chasing Bud for years, and Crawford was on a I'm going wrong. What Spence say? I gotta do all the heavy lifting and shit. Nah, it wasn't even that. Man, get out of here, bro.
He don't even mention Bud's name.
Nah,
I remember a tweet that Jaron put out and said he was gonna be at the fight on July 29th, and he wasn't there. Now some representatives from his team, his brothers and stuff, was there because it's a clip that went viral of them talking real crazy to Keith Thurman. But my counter to that is always, where's that energy at for Crawford? Because when Gilly and Wallow called Ennis, and then they called his father, like, they was kind of saying, we're not gonna get disrespectful with you because you don't want to awake that dragon. You feel what I'm saying? Because they know what type of guy Crawford is. The fighter that I advocate for, I don't know him personally, but I could tell by his demeanor, how he carry himself. All you got to do is start woofing at me the wrong way, and you're gonna get exactly what you asking for. You feel what I'm saying? Until now, Jaron Ennis has been the most polite contender I've ever seen in boxing. polite as hell. He's nice as hell. No malice in his heart whatsoever. I don't understand it because the same way Crawford got that fight with Spence by meeting up with him back in the back of a arena, in the back of a fight. Jaron Ennis had the ability to do the same. Mind you, Jaron Ennis, he was exclusively signed to Showtime. You're signed to the actual network that presents the fight. You mean to tell me that they don't got you fixated in their budget?
Yeah.
Not 2021. Jake Paul fought on Showtime pay-per-view like 2 or 3 times. You didn't even fight on none of the undercards. They kept you in a small room. Then when you got your chance on the Tank Davis undercard, you stunk up the place. I was hearing boos all around the stadium. You throwing windmill punches, spinning to the point Karen Checkers ain't catching you and letting you go. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, like I said, even when Crawford came over there and he signed the whatever deal he got with PBC. How come Jaron Ennis wasn't mentioned in there? Only names I heard was Spence Rematch, and Jermell Charlo at 154 pounds. Nothing else.
Right. He didn't want to write no check. His ass couldn't carry. He knew that. Everybody know. It's only fans who just pretend it's Bud. Boots don't want no smoke with Bud, man. That's why I want Bud to slide back on that nigga, put hands on him.
Hey, that was well said, Green. Well said, bro. Well said. I mean, look, man, that picture funny as hell, bro. I don't know. The guys on the internet is going to be getting real creative, bro. You got IBF email belt to him. You know what I'm
saying? Man, they need to do the little Puss in Boots cat with Boots face on that, man. I wish I'd be doing all that shit. I don't respect that shit at all, man.
This is what's going down, man.
The thing is, I want to see the fight though. Even though I know how the fight gonna go, it might look interesting at first because Boots he do got a nice skill set, but at that particular time, a fight got to break out in the ring, and he ain't never been in no fight. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, then Crawford with that wrestling background, he gonna make it gritty. He gonna get the grabbing on that young boy in there. You feel what I'm saying? Tussling with him, getting dirty with him.
Yeah, and Greens, look, we still ain't see the best of Bud, bro. We haven't seen the best. Nobody brought out the best of Bud yet, so he still got shit to do.
That's a fact right there. That's a fact right there because he didn't even come out of first gear against Spence.
Exactly.
Not at all.
Exactly, man.
He didn't even leave first gear. But yeah, but just on the fact that he is the dedicated athlete, I do think he'd give a little pushback, but that's not nothing to a dedicated elite fighter like Terence Crawford because it's a reason why he go up to Colorado Springs and train, not only because of the elevation, but that's the headquarters for USA Boxing, so all the upcoming talent is coming through there left and right, and any of them young guys that's coming out the Olympics, they tell you, like, oh yeah, we sparred Terence Crawford before. So he always getting elite work from the young guys, older guys, guys in bigger weight classes. And, it's a lifestyle thing. You know what I mean? So I definitely think he'll get Jaron Ennis out of there once he catch him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me too. Boots ain't never been hit before, man.
Nah, I mean, we still got a lot to learn about Jaron Boots Ennis. You know what I'm saying? We still got a lot to learn about him. We seen the Kukachan fight, and that opened a lot of people's eyes. Like, yeah, he still got some holes in his game that a certain caliber fighter could exploit. But we got to see Boots in there with somebody that's going to
I know they just don't want to go right in there and coaching against Bomac, Red, and Saul like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's even levels to that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to coach these dudes too. Not to mention Crawford is a smart fighter himself with a lot of experience. Yeah. There's not too many things, if anything, he hasn't seen in the ring.
Yeah, and you know what? It ain't even Bozy and Boots. It's just the fans, bro. Because Bozy and Boots, they know what it is. They doing the smart thing. That's the smartest thing to do, bro.
You know yeah.
They don't want to take that L. Go and do that.
Yeah, I be debating on a lot of panels. I always tell them, man, like Crawford, man, he didn't beat up a lot of father and son combinations, man. So ain't nothing gonna be different with Bozy and his son. You feel what I'm saying? The Porters got it, the Benavidez got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be nothing different. But I'm telling them, I'm like, man, they moving Boots like the Black Jaime Munguia, man. Like, come on, you got 31 fights, man. You ain't. Come on, man. And again, I always stress you're signed to the network, man. You don't got like a little 10-day contract nowhere. According to your representatives, you're signed to the network. So.
Exactly, and he just all we see is pad work from that nigga. He ain't fight nobody.
Oh man, I mean, this is not gonna change much for Boots, bro. He still ain't gonna have guys to fight him. Bro, we seen a sanction body. Who's here? Who's here? Look, there's not a one or two guy, right?
Right, that whole list.
The screen clear, yeah. The whole list is like. Then we got Esco Uzma. I never heard of him.
Who is dude? We don't know that nigga.
I don't know. We know Shango James out there from Minnesota, right? He got a lot of work to do. How would he fight against Boots? It wouldn't even be a contest. Then we got the big fish, Errol Spence, number 6. He's like to
get destroyed.
Yeah. Jin Saki.
Yeah, you see Roach, you see Roach down there, and then he just took that L to what's his name?
Giovanni.
Yeah, Giovanni. So he definitely out the mix right now.
Even Giovanni, bro.
There's nothing here for Boots.
Yep, and that was his best fight. Giovanni, he ain't fight like that at none of his other fights. So it's like he ain't really nobody either.
They really should have tried it. Really, truth be told, looking at this, unless he can get a big unification fight, there's nothing here for Boots, bro. And a lot of these guys still may not decide to fight Jaron Boots Ennis, and some of them may be in other sanction bodies and may go that route on his ass. So
yeah, he need to fight Blair Cobbs at least. Fight Blair Cobbs, nigga. Somebody.
Fight somebody that's gonna try and give you some pushback. You feel what I'm saying? Like even Blair Cobbs, what he did, he pressed up on Boots. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Like Boots' whole team had to come over there and get to talking crazy to him, like he trying to press the issue. You feel what I'm saying? You know, I would say Conor Ben, but I wouldn't be mad at anybody not wanting to hop in the ring with him due to the testing that happened. He tested positive. You feel what I'm saying? So I wouldn't say nobody was avoiding him for that matter. You know what I mean? So it's really only Stanley Onus out there, man. And you know that fight with him and Keith Thurman just got put in the dumpster. So it's like,
yeah, ain't nothing over there for him.
Nah.
I guess he just want to say he a champion. That's what it's looking like to me.
Yeah, just for shock value.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. It's not gonna change much. You know, I don't think it's gonna change much right now. He still got to go out there and prove to a lot of people that he's a true champion. And he still got
under the bright lights, also, man. Under them bright lights, because he didn't look good in them bright lights on that Tank Davis stage. And you seen they put him back in the small room after that performance, man. So
yeah. He didn't look good against Kukuchan under the big lights.
Yeah, I mean, he won every round, but that Mr. Catch a Body on your trunks and all that, we didn't see none of that.
And Kukuchan was hitting him flush hella times, all in his face, bro. He just ain't had the power to do nothing, but he was landing on him.
Man, Jaron, he threw a punch so wild. He did a whole 720. Karen Checkers caught him and held him. I said, man, I know y'all ain't talking about like this the next Roy Jones. I know this ain't who y'all talking about right now.
Yeah. It's like they manufacturing him, man, like Spence. That's why they put in front of him. Like they moving him a certain way, man. That whole side, the whole PBC be getting moved like that. It seemed like to me.
Yeah, man. I don't know if y'all Tank fans, but hey, man, you know, from my opinion, they doing the same thing with him, man.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Because like I said, Tank just turned 29. He didn't fight nobody in his draft class, and the young guys that just came up and opened up the new age of the 135 guy, he ain't fought none of them neither. You know what I mean? You know, they slid Cruz in there on him. They built Cruz name up off of taking the loss to him, and Cruz and Barrios was fighting on his undercards.
Exactly. And
so
Cruz,
just like you said, they manufacturing stuff on that side, man.
Hell yeah.
Boots go out to I don't know, man. It's gonna be mixed reviews for him. You're gonna see a lot of people saying that you're not a real champion, email champion, you never wanted to fight Crawford. Then you go see some people saying, well, Crawford never wanted to fight you anyway, and all this other stuff. So honestly, I think it's gonna be a little bit more negative than positive for Boots, because he really didn't go in the ring. It's not like he had to fight another guy for the vacant belt or anything like that. It's not like it was a situation to where Crawford was forced to fight Boots. We all know situation. He was dealing with Spence right now, and then they
And
kind of wrongfully took the belt from him. So it looks like it was like a foul play to a lot of people, considering Crawford just got the belt 3.5 months ago.
exactly. And niggas don't even know Boots like that, bro. You'll be like, who is this nigga? Like, y'all took the belt from Bud. Like, who is he? And
Yeah,
like,
another thing to counter that, man. I don't know if y'all remember, man, but Carlos Adamos, you know, he had a WBC intercontinental or interim belt, and you know they want to elevate him because you know Charlo was at 160 was injured or whatever, and he declined it. He said I don't want to, but he said only way I want to fight the champion for it, and that's a respectful way to go about it. You feel what I'm saying?
exactly. Yep. I agree with that, man. That's what
So
I
so
was
so you know it's two and fro here, just like the homie said. You gonna have mixed reviews. Some people they gonna salute it, and some people gonna be like, nah, like we not jacking that, man. With 30-31 fights, man, we not accepting that at all. Come again.
Right. Mm-hmm. He didn't. I mean, like I said, man, it seemed like they would have been content with just getting the belt, you know, stripped or vacated or whatever the case. They didn't really. I don't think they really wanted to fight Crawford like that, but they had to say something to make it look like they was continuing to chase everybody at 147 pounds. They didn't really want to fight Bud like that. It would have been better for him to actually fight Crawford in the ring for the belt. You know what I'm saying? To really, really press Crawford for the belt. His stock didn't increase in any type of way at all whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? So all these guys, the IBF list, they go still find a reason not to deal with him.
exactly. And then they ain't got much to offer. They ain't fit to offer no big amounts to nobody because like they Boots don't got no name like that. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, they got the belt. The leverage they got is the belt now. So if you want to be a champion, if you want to unify, you got to see me. So that's the leverage that he has right now.
right.
I always perceive Crawford as a contract killer, man. So I'm pretty sure you know if Espinoza wanted to put Boots in there with him, send him a
Yeah.
blank check.
Yeah.
You'll get him in there. Because you know everybody got their own sentiment about the high risk, low reward, or a lose situation. You know the statement that he said about fighting Ennis. You feel what I'm saying? Like you don't go and become undisputed at the 147-pound division just to go backwards. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and this is a guy who over his whole career has went up in divisions and has the Ring magazine belt in every division that he's competed in. So that means he's fought the best guys in his division. That's the foundation of boxing and sanctioning bodies.
My bad, bro. He Cam the Baptist came in. He got an echo. I had to mute his mic because he was echoing.
Oh, okay, Cam, that's Brody.
Yeah, he got a you got to put the headphones in or something, bro. Because you kind of echoing.
Can you? Yeah, I had to turn YouTube off in the background. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, we hear you.
All right, one love to the homie Bushido Boxing, man. All you brothers on the chat, man. One love to everybody in the chat, man. Everybody on the panel. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe.
That's right.
Green, man. What it is, family.
What's good, Brody?
You know, I can't call it. I might spoil it, man. You know, I'm just taking a look at this travesty that we call boxing. We have witnessed once again another great heist, another set it off moment. Being robbing stage coaches. You know what I'm saying? They just ran up on my dog, no gun, no mask, and took that thing up off of me. You hear me? So this was so crazy though, and what people not really wanting to talk about. This is all at the behest of when Errol Spence was the A-side champion. You know what I'm saying? He was unified, and they were negotiating this contract. He put himself in between a rock and a hard place because basically he was expecting to go in and win. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, so uh he expected to win. Now Bud, being the loser, has to come back and take the short side of the stick. You know what I mean? Take whatever we give him. You know what I mean? Like you really figured it was gonna be that. You know what I mean? And you put it in your contract to where your rematch has to be with Terence Crawford. You know what I mean? Like once the rematch clause is activated, you have to fight this man Otherwise, you're going to risk being litigated against and breach of contract actually happening. And at that point, you're now liable for all of the money that they've paid you. So you might fuck around and have to get that money back if you're liable and you breach the contract and you didn't go all the way through and fulfill the means and the exact letter of the contract, right? So at this point, Bud is saying, what do I do? Do I risk losing millions of dollars, you know what I mean, for this litigation? Or do I get rid of this punk rock ass belt where I've already made history? I'm acted in history already. You can't take away what I've done. We can throw this belt in the trash and keep moving, because what people not catching is he can really double back, beat Boots up, take that belt back, become undisputed again, and now he's considered a triple champion. Now he's in the pantheon with the all-time greats. He's undisputed 3 times. You feel what I'm saying? To be considered a triple champion, and he's done it thrice in the 4-belt era. Now we looking for the Canelo fight. You know what I'm saying? If we fight Canelo, that's 4 times undisputed. Once we beat him, you know what I mean? Kind of situation. Like you'll be talking. They'll be calling this man the god of boxing. Let's say he fuck around and do the unthinkable. He double back. He beat up Boots, become a triple champion at, you know what I'm saying, at 147. Allow 154 to clear out. Go ahead, jump up to 154, beat up the champion there 4 times, and then on the way out the door, we're gonna fight Canelo. Fuck it.
Hey,
They'll be
Boots 6'1".
Boost 6'1"? No, I thought he was like 5'10" or something.
Justin Hunt says 6'1".
Boots about he about 6 feet. Yeah, he about 5'11", 6 feet.
It said MD Mills. Cam, he said Cam was there a contract date deadline though?
Say it again.
Was there a contract date deadline? This is what MD Mills asked.
Was there a contract deadline?
Yeah,
like a date.
No, that's what I'm saying. This was inked in
Really?
with the
Really?
initial deal.
They
When they signed this contract, the bilateral rematch clause was put in place to lock in the deal. So after the fight, what actually was supposed to happen, Errol could have kept it moving because he had 30 days to activate the rematch clause. They waited until the 30th day and then went ahead and activated. Had he waited until the 31st day, we wouldn't be here talking about none of this. We could have just went right into the IBF enforcing, trying to make Boots and Bud go into negotiations for a fight. Now, let's keep it 1,000. This is the second time that the IBF has done this to Terence Crawford, because when he became undisputed at 140 pounds, you know what I mean? And I don't know if we caught, if y'all spoke on this earlier, my bad. I'm kind of late to the party, but when he became undisputed at 140, they told him that he had to go into contract negotiations to fight Sergey Lipinets 2 weeks later after beating Ndongo. He had just won the belt. So he dropped the IBF and decided to move up and fight Jeff Horn. You know what I mean?
I thought they was really Spence and Burrow was supposed to fight before the end of the year. I thought that was in the contract for the rematch.
That was also in the contract. This is true. This is very, very, very true. Which this is kind of funny because this now begs the question: what's really happening, kind of behind the scenes? Because the way they made it state was they were supposed to fight before the end of the year, once the rematch had been, made whole and official. And I also feel like that was to make sure that they got that fight on the books. So once Showtime pulled out of the boxing game, you know what I mean, they still told PBC that they had to put on any fights that was still on the books already. So if they already had Crawford versus Spence 2 on the books, you still get a big fight on the way out the door with the network pulling the promotion. You know,
And,
the promotional budget. You feel me?
and yeah, we still really, to be honest, we still don't got no official announcement on a rematch unless I
We
missed
don't.
something.
Nah, we don't.
We don't.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We don't. And this is all a part of the contract and the litigation, because this is why they're having to pretty much go back to the drawing board, because when they said 150, 147 or 154, now the only way that the fight happens at 154, either one of the fighters who have stated on record that it was hard for them to make 147 this past fight, that if they cannot
Gotta put
make
it
the
in writing.
weight, they got to put it in writing, right? So neither of, according to what we know, neither side, team, or party has submitted in writing that they can't make the weight, right or wrong.
Yeah.
So if neither side is submit, we can only expect this fight was supposed to happen at 147 with all the belts on the line. So how are you enforcing some shit, you know what I mean, to be able to strip a man of one of the belts when we're supposed to be fighting for all the belts in the first place again? And by your own sanctioning body bylaws and rules, Errol was still the actual mandatory for a rematch anyway, being the unified champion.
Hey, Backyard Prophet said, he said Fury is fighting Karate Man. Canelo and Jamil fought each other and ignored their mandatory. Jamal hasn't fought anyone, but the IBF lets them keep their straps and strips blood after 4 months.
Let's not forget the IBF. I mean, Errol hadn't defended his IBF since Carlos Ocampo.
Yeah.
In truth, his mandatory was 2019. So he got to run for 4 years. We only got 4 months. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Look,
We got Bruce Promoter on this way.
get ready to go to appointment, but yeah. Oh, why Sim in the building?
Yeah, he said because he's looking for the link.
Hold on, let me let him give his thoughts real quick, because I gotta get ready to head out to a barbershop. But let's see what YSM got to say, because he's the catalyst. He started all of this. So let's see what he has to say.
This Bruce Promoter, man.
YSM get the link. Yeah, man. It's not looking good for Boots still. He still got to do a little bit more.
You've got mail. That's all I. Hey,
how y'all fellas doing today, man?
What up,
brother?
good?
Good.
What's up, man?
It's a good day, man.
Hey, look at him.
I know you was popping champagne last night, man. You've been up all night, probably.
Nah, man. I'm happy that boxing is going to continue. If you talk to Shido will tell you. I let him know that Spence versus Crawford rematch is at 154.
Oh, for sure.
The news hasn't broke yet, but it's at 151.
Okay.
But I don't know why Crawford fans are upset, being that they didn't want him to fight anybody at 47 anymore. You wanted Canelo, you wanted Tim Tszyu, you wanted Charlo. So what's the issue with the belt being stripped? He didn't care anything about the belt.
No, see, look, YSM, I know you be saying that, but that's not how we feel. All I be saying is,
my comments, that's what you said, bro.
No, but he was never fighting Boots next. You know what I'm saying? He was fit to fight Spence next, and then after that, I wanted to see him fight Canelo. But if Boots did what Crawford told him to do, he would get the fight. Then I'm okay with the fight. But now people saying Crawford don't want to fight Boots is fake. That's a fake narrative. Bud told him, because legacy and money is what Bud is after. But if Boots wanted him to not say fuck the money and the legacy and go prove something to the fans, then Boots got to do what it takes to do it. And
When did he say that? When did he say that?
He told him that on the show. He got to say what he got to say.
So he also said that he fights his mandatories on the show, and then after he won the belt, did his stance change on Jaron Ennis? Be honest.
He didn't. He couldn't.
He said he said it's a lose-lose situation. I'm not looking at that fight. Period.
Right. But look,
over
I understand
and over
that.
again.
I
Hey, but
understand that.
respectfully, wouldn't you call it a lose-lose situation right now? Either fight either fight my mandatory and risk being stripped, or breach my contract and be litigated against for millions of dollars.
Well, first off, the contract's already thrown in the trash because the rematch is supposed to
It's
occur
a
by
new weight
December.
class. I
Wait,
agree.
No. The rematch is supposed to occur by December. It's not
That's
going to happen
true.
in December, right?
That's
So
true.
that contract, you might as well put it between your legs and shoot it. All right? So I'm not mad at Terence Crawford for not fighting Boots, because if I was in the same boat, I'm going after the bread. But I don't understand why everybody is mad when Terence Crawford is on record saying, "Yo, I'm not doing that. I want this fight. I want that fight." Okay, well, the division needs to keep moving.
Well, OG, the only reason I say this is because that people have this issue is because when Boots was ranked in the top 3 of the WBO, and let's not forget, Boots has gone on record saying, when Sean Porter turned down the $1 million offer, Boots was on record saying, I take that money and fight him. I fight him in his living room. I fight him in his backyard. I fight him in Omaha. Now, Boots was also ranked in the top 3 of the WBO. And when Boots had the opportunity to petition, just like he did with the IBF, as we know, the 1, 2, and 3 can challenge the C. So when he was in position to do that, we saw him effectively jump out of line and go to the IBF route. So now
by saying jump out of line, what do you mean?
Because when he was effectively in
petition in the IBF.
Yeah, the same way that he petitioned the IBF twice. He petitioned the IBF 2 times to become Errol Spence's mandatory. He could have taken that same stance and petitioned the WBO to become Bud's mandatory as ranked 2 or 3 in the division, and they would have had to honor that, and he would have had the fight directly.
Well, first off, they don't have to honor anything. A petition is just a petition. If you notice, he petitioned Errol Spence a bunch of times and still never got it. But I'm going to provide context to that situation that you're referring to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Crawford is negotiating with Errol Spence for a September fight around that range. Boots petitions to face Errol Spence as soon as Crawford announces the Avenesian fight. So he's fighting for the IBF interim. Once you win the IBF interim, you are officially a world champion, and it takes you out of every sanctioning body. That's not jumping out of rankings. That's trying to get an opportunity. And he went after Spence, who was available. That's a title shot. That's 3 belts.
Yeah.
Right. So if you look real fast, if you look at the current situation, right? Has Crawford faced his WBO mandatory? Yes or no?
A WBO mandatory, you said?
Has he fought his WBO mandatory since Sean Porter? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. So Jaron Ennis has already been awarded the IBF title. So which decision made sense? Now that you look back at it.
Bro, he talking to you. But look, YSM, all I'm saying is Boots never put pressure on Bud to get that fight. So to me, just like Bozy said, they was just waiting to be elevated. That's how I always felt. He never said nothing to Bud like Bud told him to get the fight. He just sat back and waited on this. So that's what I'm saying.
Wait. You saying say something to Bud, right? Me and you been having this argument for a while.
Yeah.
All he had to do is say he'll knock him out. My nigga, he called your man a walking victim.
No, he said that.
He called him a walking.
No, look. He said that to Gilly. He said that to Gilly and Wallow.
Your man said you want to see. Your man said you want to see a dead body. He said your man's a walk. He said you was a walking victim, right? If that's not spicy, I don't know what it is. Your problem, bro. And me and you go through this all the time. You think Terence Crawford is still the dirty nigga from Omaha that was street fight with you in the drop of a hat? That's not him no more, bro. You see that house he getting built? He's a businessman.
I see that, but if you like,
it's about bread, bro.
The That's what Bud needed him to do in order to say, forget the
Okay,
legacy
so you
and the
think
money.
if that happens, Bud's not fighting Spence?
No, I didn't know. I said after he would have fought him. He would have fought Boots after Spence. After the Spence saga. If he would have said something.
When?
Even now. Okay, look.
When? Later in 2024?
Yeah, in 2024 sometime.
So if Boots is talking shit, but then Canelo wants to fight, he's just gonna say fuck Canelo and fight Boots? Explain it, please.
I don't know what this is. He might, If Boots say the right thing, that's what I think
Bro,
Bud gonna
stop
do.
it.
That's what I think Bud gonna do. If he said the wrong thing to Bud, but as far as Canelo, that's real big. So he might take the Canelo fight. But
bro, he's after money.
If Boots,
there's nothing wrong with that.
For sure. But look, he got the belt now, so he still ain't gonna say nothing to Bud. They still talk
Still
about.
Ain't gonna say nothing about what? What bro, this ain't my nigga. This ain't the streets, yo. Right? You want him to have these Spence and Crawford fans want there to be like this personal animosity.
No, it's not about
none of
personal
that.
animosity. We just want to see what we figure by the eye test, because Boots is a hell of a fighter. He has a great skill set, but we feel like he needs a step up in competition. And we've only seen him in 30, 31 showcase fights.
But what does that have to do with him having to talk crazy to Terence Crawford?
It's not even now. It's not even about him just having to talk crazy now to Terence Crawford. With him now being the IBF champion, he has the opportunity to go right at Terence Crawford and become undisputed. So are we going to see that action?
Okay, are you wait. Who is the onus on, right? And you want to put it on old Boots, you got to talk crazy to him.
No,
you're not putting on.
That's not what we're saying. That's not what you're saying,
bro. Do you want me to pull up? You want me to pull up the screenshot of your comments, my nigga?
No, that's not me talking.
This not. Yeah, that's not Femo. This me. This Cam. This Cam.
Oh shit, my bad. I didn't know who I was talking. Yep. My bad, bro. No, yeah, no, I didn't know who was who. I can't differentiate the voices. I just know him from my comments. Yeah. But Crawford's not fighting him, bro. Crawford is on big fights, and there's nothing wrong with that. Now, if somehow he faces Boots, which I want, I think that's the best fight skill for skill in boxing. But I'm not gonna get mad at a 36-year-old for wanting to chase money on his way out, and it has consistently said that. Every interview since the Spence fight. I don't know why we're arguing.
Yeah, I feel like if Bud don't fight Canelo, I want him to fight Boots. That's what I want to see.
Y'all think the next year, 2024, would be just as good as this year?
No.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, that means boxing ain't as good as we thought it was gonna get. We thought boxing was changing this year, but obviously based on the shit they're doing now, nah.
You can't say that, man.
The lack of skills of the opponents that are fighting Crawford are ruining boxing. They need to step their game up.
If we'd have got that rematch, if it was competitive, we'd have got that. We'd have been hyped for 2024. He beat that motherfucker pillar to post, man.
Well, that's Spence's fault. That's not Crawford's fault.
That's Errol and Derek James' fault.
Right, they should have stayed away.
Right, they ain't got nothing to do with
He could have let up on the gas a little bit, man.
No,
he didn't even come out of first gear, bro.
It's like letting Boots off the head, man.
He didn't even come out of first gear, bro.
For that fight, man.
He didn't come out of first gear.
Hey, hold up.
Exactly.
I'm gonna let the stream run for a little minute. I gotta get going, but I'm gonna let the stream run. I'm gonna hop on it on my phone, and then I'm gonna let it run for a little bit because I see guys got some things they want to say still. So I'm gonna let the stream start.
Yeah,
I got up in the fourth round. I started doing shit, bro. I got up in the fourth round. I'm like, yeah, I'm out. All right, let me go clean up.
But look, I was never basing the rematch on it being competitive because I had Bud 75-25 winning that fight. But I just knew it was a contractual rematch obligation. So that's why I was like, I wasn't worried about if it was competitive, then it should be a rematch. That's how I was looking at it differently. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm not.
Yeah, but I'm saying it as I'm not excited. That's supposed to be like a fucking Leonard Hearn, like where we get multiple good fights.
Media, man.
I'm not excited anymore. Like he
Right.
beat his ass, bro. He beat that nigga's ass.
See, my
Right.
He
excitement
knocked the
came from
excitement out that
look.
nigga.
I was excited to see the Spence fans be humble because I already knew the
Yeah.
fight was
Exactly.
gonna be an
That's
ass
what I
whooping. I
like.
was just excited to see the Spence fans be humble and
And
shut
that
up.
and they took that away from us, man. We arguing about rumors every day.
hmm
Every day for the past.
And then we can't even. It sucks because the Spence fans ain't around to talk shit with.
Oh no, they disappeared, bro. They not in my comment section no more. Like it
No,
used to
they
be a
all on
back
the
and forth.
Boots train now. They jump
Yeah,
ship.
they changed their
He gotta
names.
fight Boots. He gotta fight Boots now. They
Yeah,
jump ship.
they all strapped their boots up.
They jump
Yo,
ship like a
and
mother.
I don't like now that energy is directed towards Boots because all he if you go back to his career, it's very similar to Terence Crawford.
I want
Same
young
promote.
Buddha to. I felt
No.
like he was the future. I want him to do his thing, but like I said, I just want to see him in like a prime example during this whole time that he's on since he's become interim. You know what I mean? We see he on the winner of Spence and Crawford ass. Okay, cool. Why haven't we seen him go beat up Stanionis, Alexis Rocha, Keith Thurman? I mean, Keith Thurman would be a great addition to
Because
his
they turned down the
resume.
fight.
Hey, YSM, what about Blair the Flair, man? We want to see that. I want to see Boots in that
Blair
fight, bro.
said he'll take the fight. You know, Blair, I think is a name chase, but
That should be Boots' next fight, bro. I'll take that fight.
Boots
I
don't want
want
nobody
Boots
invited,
and
man.
Keith. I wanted to see
Nah.
Boots beat up Keith
You said
because
no, YSM?
I don't want to see Boots versus Blair right now
Why? Why not?
because I feel like it's better fights with Boots. Blair Cobbs got stopped by Alexis Rocha, so all people gonna say is,
I
"Oh,
mean,
Boots
that'll be the
beat
best
somebody that
fight
got knocked out
on
before."
his record right now.
Huh?
At,
That'll be the best fight he fought on his record right
yeah,
now.
but
Roman Vila's better than Blair.
I don't think so, man. But
Sergey
I mean,
Lipinus is
like,
better
as
than Blair.
far as that fight would be big for Boots right now. Out of all his options, it's like
His next fight,
Stanionis.
It'll
his
be a
next
good
fight
style
is a guy.
matchup.
His next fight is a better fight than that.
Hey Cam, could you mute your mic, bro? We hear the echo in the background.
His
So
next fight is a better fight than that.
you know who it is, huh?
What the
Yeah,
Tommy Gunn.
yeah.
I'm gonna call him Tommy Gunn.
That's his next fight.
Tommy
No,
now
Gunn.
he gonna fight Errol Spence in
his
Dallas.
his next fight is a name. See, y'all want Earl to die.
Yeah, I don't think that Crawford and Spence rematch gonna happen, bro.
Yeah, it's looking
At
real
this point,
shaky right now because they ain't
yeah,
saying nothing about it.
it's too
Yeah,
We're not.
close.
because what network?
We just, I mean,
Exactly. Where
YSM
they gonna
just said
fight at?
Yeah.
154, so it might happen, man.
Well, I mean, I heard that
It's gonna be
already a
on
long
regular
time ago, but
CBS
that don't
TV.
mean it's gonna happen.
That'd be a good joint, though, right? But when I
No,
said
it's gonna. Stephen Espinosa is over at CBS Sports now. Is now going that shit gonna happen on regular CBS television. Watch.
no, he's not on. You talking about when the CBS guy took over Showtime? Nah, he's not with CBS. He's gonna be with somebody else, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
All right.
I need to know what's up with this rematch so Crawford can move on with his career, man.
Yeah, Crawford. I mean, Crawford may know what's going on, if anything.
The
So I mean, he
return to
probably already
HBO
kind of
boxing.
in motion.
Wink, wink.
HBO
It's a couple.
boxing.
The return to HBO boxing, baby, is coming
It's a,
back.
it's gonna be a couple of people getting into boxing, so y'all don't even gotta worry.
Vince McMahon.
Yeah, Dana White,
Listen,
man. Dana White. Who
Vince
knows?
McMahon is coming, bro. Y'all don't understand. The attitude
AEW.
era of boxing is coming. We had the attitude era of wrestling. The attitude era of boxing is coming. Y'all don't even know it.
Put it
That's
like
on the
this:
way.
y'all already got subscriptions to most of these apps that's gonna have
Yeah,
boxing now.
yeah,
Well,
that's
You
true.
Amazon.
already have subscriptions,
Yeah,
so I'm telling you without telling you.
yeah.
So it ain't gonna cost
It's
you
gonna
no
be
more
some money
money.
made. It's gonna
Wait,
be some money made.
not they gonna be fighting on Snapchat and,
Prime. You talking about
Instagram.
Prime, Amazon Prime, or something like that, man.
No,
On
I'm talking about
YouTube.
YouTube. YouTube
they
TV.
fight on YouTube and Snapchat, bro.
Well, YouTube doing big things right now. They got the NFL package and shit now.
You know,
you never know, man.
That's the new cable TV, fam. So if you look, you gotta up your situation. You go from looking like public television to ESPN based on your equipment and your shit you putting out. Look, right now, you feel me? Like, look, right now we like KXVO. We like the Channel 15. You know what I'm saying? The one to be playing like Charmed and shit. Like we ain't playing public TV. We ain't playing Arthur no more. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, hey, yo, I got a question, right? Do y'all still want to see Crawford versus Charlo?
Yeah.
Definitely.
I like that fight.
Yeah.
I would like to see it, but I still want to see him fight Canelo too.
My number one, I want Crawford versus Boots, Crawford versus. I don't want Crawford versus Canelo.
You think he'll beat Crawford?
Who? Charlo?
Boots. No, Boots.
Boots, yeah. I think Boots stops him.
How?
I put some money on that, why, son?
Wait, Cheeto, real fast. Have I ever moved from that in the years that you've known me? I've always said the same thing.
Hey, look,
and you know,
that's fine now, but
you know I'm taking that bet too. If they ever fight, I'm taking that bet immediately.
Please,
yeah, I'm taking that bet too.
Please.
Oh yeah, please,
I bet
for
you
sure. I'm happy you
$1
saying
Please do.
But yeah, I want to see Boots. I mean,
you see how he fought Kukuchan. You think he gonna be able to compete with Crawford? Come on, bro.
Crawford gonna run or Crawford gonna fight?
What?
I said, is Crawford gonna run or is he gonna fight?
He gonna fight, but man. Crawford can move too, and he gonna make
Crawford's
see
Crawford's gonna fight Boots. He's not.
You see Boots missing punches and throwing well and shots like that. He gonna get beat the fuck up, bro.
Turning in circles.
Karen tried to survive.
It don't matter.
Crawford ain't gonna try to survive.
It don't matter, man.
I guarantee you, if Kukuchan would have fought Crawford and fought Crawford the same way, Crawford would have stopped Kukuchan. Regardless of how he fought. I guarantee that.
That might be in 24, man. If Boots move the right way, that can happen in 24, man.
That's the thing, though. They teach you how to cut off. They teach you how to get behind gold gloves, G.
You gotta.
Man, your boy did circles, man, in the ring. He did
pushing to get a KO. Was pushing to get a KO, and
yep.
He was falling. He was lunging with his shots, falling in with shots because he wanted to knock dude out so bad. And dude wasn't giving him anything.
Couldn't do it.
But
that is
not Terence Crawford.
I'll get behind that 100%. Like, I'll say Boots and nobody else. If you tell Boots to say something, to open his mouth, say he'll knock Crawford out. And I'm on that fight 100% every day. That's all I'm gonna push for is Boots and Crawford.
And I'll push for it with you, bro. And I'll put my money on the line.
If Boots can just simply say I'll knock Crawford out, that's gonna get it popping. I'm telling you, Crawford ain't going for none of that. And I'm gonna be supporting that more than I don't care about Canelo, Charlo, Tim Tszyu, Spence, or none of them fights. Just tell me.
I think Boulder told Boots to be quiet. Not say too much.
That's just he just.
I told you to come down here messing with these.
He's not one of them. He's not one of them dudes. Man. He just not one of them. He feels like it's pointless.
Well, how you gonna be? But that's the point, though, bro. If you want to make them, if you want the big fights, right?
Yeah.
You got to ask for them. You ain't asking for them. You don't want them.
Right.
You obviously don't want the big fight.
That's how we gonna get that fight.
Wait. I got a question for you. Right? So, you feel like talking means that you want the fight. Wait, you feel like talking means that you want the fight?
Well, it means more than not saying anything at all.
Well, okay,
but whoa. Talk is cheap. You've seen dudes talk in interviews, and then when it's time for the business, they don't do the business stuff.
So Boots
are you saying we're gonna see more happening? So are you saying we're gonna see Boots in big fights from here on in? Is that what you're confirming?
The next fight should be. I don't know what you consider big, but
good enough, basically.
It's a name.
Another fighter he gonna beat.
It's a name you
gonna put him in the ring with somebody.
It ain't enough, bro.
He ain't
but
talking about it, man.
Why is him? Look, this boy gonna stop Canelo.
Name the guys you want to see him in there with. Go.
Crawford.
Blair Cobbs.
But you gotta act like he want to fight him.
Terence Crawford, Keith Thurman, Stanley Ennis,
and dude from the one who got caught for stealing. What's his name?
Connor Ben.
Not Connor Ben.
Yeah.
Connor.
Yeah, get him
Okay,
tested,
you want him
but
to fight the Terminator now? This is crazy.
Keep going.
when
You-
Conor Ben
you-
when Conor Ben got tested, he was really trash his last fight anyway. So I ain't gonna say him.
Y'all want him to run the gauntlet like he Baki Hama, man. Hold
Wait,
up,
wait.
man. We got
Shit,
keep
Cody
going.
Crowley too.
we gotta chill on the
Hey,
young boots.
hey, what happened with Cody Crowley, y'all?
He
The Crowley dude.
pulled out. He pulled
Yeah.
out.
That
But
would have
no,
been a
Why
good
is
fight
that?
to watch too. I would have watched that one.
why is
He got
look,
offered 7 figures.
this
Wait,
bug
you
gonna
like?
stop Canelo. What I'm saying is
Go ahead.
it ain't talking that's gonna get him the fight like other fighters. Crawford specifically told him to do that. And Crawford is that type of nigga. You say the wrong shit to him, it's busting. So that Crawford is different from the rest of these dudes.
So
If,
is he?
if Boots
Wait.
would say that,
Did he say that? Did he say that after he faced Spence, or he said he wasn't going to fight him?
he said it. He said on Gillian on
Yeah, but
Million
I'm talking
versus
about
Game.
after that. On that same thing, he said he fights his mandatories. But after that, he said, I'm not fighting him. How many times?
But
Do you want me to take that man at his word?
Look, he said, look, if Boots get out of line, he's going at him. Trust me. That's how Crawford is, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Crawford is like that, bro. You say some shit to him, he ain't worried about the rest of the shit. Like when
So take
Benavidez
it.
pushed him, he tried to knock him out in the press conference. He
Yeah,
didn't
bro,
push him
they
back.
already had a fight in place. Blair talks shit all the time. He don't even look at Blair.
Look, just do that, man.
Blair be talking crazy.
What is
Blair
Boots
ain't,
gonna do to
but
beat Bud, man? Break that down for
if
me.
Boots
I want
can
to hear
say
that.
that, if
What is
he
it gonna
say
do
he's
to
gonna
him?
knock Bud out, bro,
Bud
I
in
swear to
exchange.
God, Bud
It's not
on.
that hard.
Really?
Not that hard to explain. He's
Okay.
gonna clip Bud in exchange.
But you said Spence
Okay.
was a 50-50 fight though. But you think Boots don't go in there and knock
But
him
you
out?
think Boots will knock him
Yeah,
out?
yeah.
Wow.
Say, look, when you
How long you
interview
been watching
Wow,
Boots,
now
boxing, man?
say
that's
Boots.
wait a minute, sir.
It's this Bud
Wait a
fan.
minute.
His name Bud
That
gonna stop Canelo.
Why I see I'm been
He
sipping. I'm gonna
said,
holler at y'all, man. I'm about to get up off
I ain't
here.
been sipping.
All
I
right,
ain't been
D.
sipping
All
All right,
right,
shit.
man.
D.
All right, B.
wait, you gave Errol Spence a 50-50 fight, but
It was a
said Bud to
50-50
get
fight.
stopped. Has
Yeah.
your analysis now changed since watching
No.
the July 29th massacre?
No. Hey, wait. This is what we're gonna do, and then I'm gonna dip out of here because I gotta go to the gym.
Yeah, I got to cut out too.
When you look at Earl Spence Jr., does Earl Spence Jr. fight anything like Boots?
no.
No.
Okay, so you do understand that accolades and resume don't win you fights. Styles, skills, and ability wins you fights, right? Because everybody said that Terence Crawford resume was shit and he ain't beat nobody, and he went in there and shellacked Spence based off of style and ability.
So you think
So
Boots gonna do the same
if you
thing?
but you comparing Spence versus Crawford to Spence versus Boots when Boots is
Now
nothing like Spence.
we comparing the analysis. My
Okay, so
analysis saw that Spence and Crawford was a 75-25.
is Boots
Yours said 50-50.
okay? Which Boots versus Crawford? Go.
Was Boots
But this is
versus
what I'm
Crawford?
saying. This is what I'm
I'm
saying.
gonna say
90-20.
60. I'm gonna say
90-10.
60-40 Crawford. 60-40
Somebody said 90-10, but I don't know boxing.
Crawford. Yeah, but no, I say
Boots can't beat that
60-40
dude,
Crawford.
man.
Hey yo,
I would have gave it. I
And
gave
that,
it 65-35, and the only reason I say that is because of the experience under the big lights.
Right.
Boots
and that
has
look,
not. He's
that
not been on the big stage under the big lights in the big moments yet, so
hey,
we don't know how the young
yo,
bull will
that's
react.
and that's a good question. That's
That's
a
a
good
good
answer.
one.
We don't know, right? We can only guess. We
We
won't
can
know
only
till he
speculate.
gets in there.
Exactly.
But I'm gonna ask you this, and I'm gonna dip out, right? Have you
Mhm.
ever seen a dude that's never been in those lights beat somebody that was on top or that has been consistent in those lights? Yes or no?
That's the thing. That's what we want to see. That's what we
No,
ask.
no. I said,
This is
have
why
you
we
ever
asking
seen
for the
that?
step up.
I just said, have you
This
ever seen it? I
Like
said,
this
have
is
you
why
ever
we
seen it?
asking. This
Just
is
answer
why
that
we're
question.
asking for
Have
the
you ever
step up
seen
in
that?
competition,
Why you won't
respectfully,
answer the
like
question? Why you
because
won't
it's
answer the question?
because you trying to walk me into a one-sided question and
Yeah.
answer
No.
situation.
hey,
I ain't going.
hey,
I'm not
hey,
going. I'm not
YSM,
going. I'm
hey,
not getting it.
YSM,
Hey, I'm
that
not falling for the
40% that I
banana in the
give Boots,
tailpipe, sir.
hey, that
Respectfully.
40% that
The
I give Boots
password
won't
isn't
be a
it. The
stoppage either.
password is what?
If he beat Bud out of the 40% chance that I give him, it's definitely going to the cards, not a stoppage. Ain't nobody stopping Bud, bro.
Nope.
Hey yo, Bud gonna stop Canelo. Even though we argue and debate, bro, I always appreciate your constant support and you commenting. Even though you trolling 99% of the time, I still appreciate you watching every
For
video.
sure. I'll rock with you, bro. You know how it is, man. I definitely support you, man.
Shido's my guy. I love him. I love what you're doing. Shido, keep doing your thing. Everybody on the
All
panel.
day, bro.
Thanks
All
for a
day.
good
All right,
debate.
man.
Appreciate y'all.
Hey,
That's
man.
peace out.
Hey, you always welcome over at this boxing to you, man, with the apostles, man. Come pull up, man. Come shoot your shit.
Yo,
man.
let me know, man. I slide through, bro.
Yeah, we be on there popping our shit, man. We'll definitely love to have you come through, man.
Yeah, what's the platform again, bro? So everybody can hear.
It's boxing to you. ITZ, the word boxing, the number 2, the letter U. It's the only thing on YouTube spelled like it. Cam the Baptist, Pastor Gooch, the apostles. We straight out of North Omaha.
I like that name. I like those names, yo.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we've been laying hands on Spence fans for about a year now. Look, we started off as the Dudley Boys. We was hitting them with chairs, running them through tables, and then we switched it up and became the apostles. We said we was gonna bring them to the light. We was gonna baptize them in the waters of Lake Minnetonka, and we was gonna layeth the hands and spread the good news of boxing. Have you heard the good news, Bushido?
Salute Wise Tim, Bushido, rest of y'all, man. Salute.
Hey, salute to everybody, man. Go ahead and shut it
One
down.
love
Good
to
stream
y'all
today.
brothers, man.
Cam,
Salute to
holla at me,
everybody in
man.
the chat. Catching the replay. Hit that like button for your boy. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.